Recently, Mr. Anand Mahindra has tweeted that their Thar Rocks has received record-breaking 1.76 lakh booking within 1 hour. A few weeks ago, there was a Madness for Coldplay concert where tickets got sold out within 30 minutes and were reselling for as high as 30 times the original price. Likewise, there was similar madness for Diljit concert. Then another example I have personally experienced is Indian 5-star hotels being jam-packed even during off-seasons. Then look at iPhone sales in India. It has jumped exponentially from 1.5 billion in FY21 to 7.5 billion by FY24. Now, who expected that a country like India, where per capita income is just around 15,000 a month, would be one of the biggest market for iPhones in the world? And look at the madness for iPhone 16, where people are queuing up for hours to purchase the phone. So one trend is very clear. This is a new India where people love to spend money on experience and luxury. Hey everyone, my name is Sahil and this is my Personal Finance Academy. I remember doing a detailed video on the rise of Indian affluent segment where I mentioned that there are around 60 million affluent Indians as of today that have grown at 12.6% CAGR between FY19 to 23. Assuming similar growth rate, the total affluent Indian population would touch 100 million mark by FY27. That's where in today's video I want to discuss one of the biggest mega theme in India that every one of you can experience firsthand. It's premiumization theme. Now if you're following my channel, you would know that I am very bullish on consumption as a theme in India. And the biggest reason is India's 145 crore population. But within consumption, there's a clear trend of premiumization which is growing at an even faster rate. With rising income and spending levels, Indians are increasingly preferring branded products over non-branded items. More importantly, the young India does not think much before spending money on experience. People aspire to try luxury products and services and they don't hesitate to spend money for that. Now of course, this trend has been fueled by lending ecosystem where you can buy anything on EMI along with rise of social media platforms where we are constantly bombarded with videos and images of premium products and services that naturally influence our buying decision. Plus, there is a clear trend of market shifting from unorganized to organized players. Now, the best part of the premiumization trend is that it is not very difficult to identify the winners. As a consumer, we all can experience what is happening around us and can identify the winners in this category. So in this video, I have identified 5 major categories that would benefit from premiumization trend in India and discuss top players within each category. But before we begin, please note that this video is just to discuss the top players in the premiumization segment. Since it's a long list, we can't discuss fundamentals and valuation in detail. So before taking any call on investment, make sure that you do your study. By the way, we have already discussed a lot of stocks from premiumization trend in detail in the past. So you can also watch those videos for reference. And if required, we can do more detailed videos on top stocks from this premiumization trend. Let me know in the comments. Alright, let's get started with the first category. Okay, let me start with the category which is my personal favorite. It's travel and tourism. So personally, I'm not a high spender. I have a very basic lifestyle, but if there's one category where I don't hesitate much before spending my money, then it is travel and tourism. By the way, which category has the highest allocation in your spending? Let me know in the comments. So the last few years, we have witnessed a huge growth in travel and tourism segment. To witness this trend, just visit the airports in India. Today, Indian airport feels like railway station. It's super overcrowded. No wonder Indian government has planned to set up 50 new airports over the next 5 years. Now there are many listed companies that constitute the ecosystem around travel and tourism. It includes your luxury hotels like Indian Hotel, which is the parent company of Taj Group and part of prestigious Tata Group. Next is EIH Hotel, parent company of Oberoi Group. These are super luxury segment. Then you have Chalet Hotel, Lemon Tree in the premium segment, and then Sammy Hotel is from the business travel segment. I've already done a detailed video long back on Indian hotel sector along with individual videos on Sammy Hotel and Lemon Tree. Each of these companies are expanding their portfolio and adding new hotels in their chain. Having said this, hotel sector is cyclical where profitability depends upon supply and demand. To understand the business model and key risk in hotel industry, you can watch my previous video. The next stock in this category is Interglobe Aviation, parent company of Indigo Airlines that owns around 60% market share in Indian aviation sector. Due to the growing trend of air passengers, Indigo Airlines would be a direct beneficiary. Indigo is already spreading its wings from domestic to many international destinations. Today, Indigo operates over 300 aircraft and has ordered a total of 480 aircraft which are to be delivered till 2030. On top of this, Indigo last year has given one of the world's largest order of 500 A320 aircraft for 2030 to 35. With this, Indigo's order book has almost 1,000 aircraft yet to be delivered over the next 10 years. Clearly, that's massive. The next stock in the category is a technology platform company, RateGain Travel. It's a SaaS-based company in the travel and hospitality industry that caters to your hotels, airlines, online travel agents, package provider, car rental, and so on. Just to give you an idea of RateGain business, you'd have noticed the dynamic pricing of airlines and hotels. Honestly speaking, it's very annoying as consumer to see prices touching roofs, especially during peak season, festivals and holidays. But that's how airlines and hotel companies make money. And RateGain helps them with this dynamic pricing. So next time you find high prices of hotels and airline companies, you know whom to blame. But yeah, from business point of view, RateGain adds a lot of value to its client. Now there's one more category within travel and tourism that is gaining a lot of traction. It's theme park. There are two listed companies in this segment that are worth considering, Imagica and Wonderla. Apart from this, you also have Dreamfolks, that is India's largest airport service aggregator that include airport lounges, food and beverage, spa and so on. Again, worth tracking this company. Now let us look at the second category. Okay, before we proceed further, if you want to know which stocks from this premiumization trend are part of my own portfolio, you can explore my weekly video series where I share one exclusive video every week that include potential investment opportunities and companies where I am investing my own money. I also maintain an Excel tracker that includes the quarterly result analysis of more than 200 companies that helps in identifying investment opportunities. There are also multiple tabs like high growth companies with growth guidance from the management, then top companies by themes like technology, pharma, banking and finance and so on. But please note that this series is only for long-term investor. For more details, you can explore my website or join button on this YouTube channel. Now moving on, second category in premiumization theme is the rise of organized player in the retail sector. Now retail has various business verticals. One of them is the gold retail chain. India is world's second largest gold consumption economy, but it has been largely unorganized with small mom and pop stores across the country. However, there were trust issues with unorganized players along with lack of good designs. That's where organized gold retail chains are constantly gaining market share from unorganized players by building trust with hallmarks, launching innovative designs, and creating awareness with interesting marketing campaign. So top companies in this category include Titan, an undisputed leader in the gold jewelry space, followed by Kalyan Jeweler. Then I really like one company in the space, Sanco Gold. Although the stock has rallied a lot since its IPO, but it is still trading at a relative discount to its peer. Then recently there's new IPO of PN Gadgil. Another vertical in this segment is fashion. India is one of the youngest country with more than 50% population below the age of 25. And there's a growing trend of fashion conscious people. Within this, Trent is just killing it with its Zudio chain of stores. They've basically cracked the young Indian fashion conscious segment who likes fashion but at very reasonable price. They don't offer any major discount. But it is just that their products are priced at very reasonable levels that result in very high inventory turnover. And that is the key to their success. Now, I remember covering Trent last year when it was at levels of around 1350. Today, Trent has crossed levels of 8,000 rupee. So it has been an exceptional wealth creation by Trent. Then another company is Arvind Fashion. It's the parent company of top brands like US Polo, Arrow, Tommy Hilfiger in India. Basically, it operates on licensing model where it uses the brand name and pays a royalty to the original parent. And it takes care of everything else, right from manufacturing to distribution. Then there are a few more names in this segment that include Aditya Birla Fashion, then newly listed company Raymond Lifestyle and Vedant Fashion, which is the parent company of Manyavar. Now talking about retail chains, one company that directly correlate with affluent Indian preferences is Landmark Car, one of India's largest retailer of luxury cars like Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, Jeep, BYD, along with mid-premium to economy segment brands like Kia, Mahindra & Mahindra, Honda, Renault and so on. There's an excellent correction in the share price over the last 6 months. Next is a pure luxury company that caters to only high net worth individual. It's Ethos Limited. It's the retailer of luxury watches where the average selling price of its watch is 2.2 lakh rupees. Company operates on both online and offline model. The next company in retail, fashion and beauty segment is Nykaa. In fact, Nykaa is India's largest online platform in beauty segment. This company attracted a lot of eyeball during its IPO and zoomed exponentially. But then it corrected significantly when the hype died. But now again, company share price is growing steadily. I believe that Nykaa has a lot of potential for long-term wealth creation. The next company to benefit from premiumization trend is food delivery and quick commerce platform company Zomato. Needless to say, quick commerce industry is growing leaps and bounds and has just started to scratch the surface. Zomato being a leader in the category is looking very promising. On top of that, they have recently acquired the ticket booking business of Paytm, which again looks like very exciting space due to the growing craze for live events. Then one last name I would like to add in retail category is Stanley Lifestyle. It's a manufacturer and retailer of super premium and luxury furniture for home and office purpose. Now let us look at the third category. Third category is from the premiumization of eating and drinking habits. Over the last couple of decades, Indian consumers have clearly shifted the preference from unbranded and unpackaged food to branded and packaged food products. With innovative marketing campaigns and focus on better quality products, many companies, including global MNCs, have created brands that are now part of monthly household Indian expenses. One of them is Nestle, that rules the processed baby food market of India, along with brands like Maggi, KitKat, Nescafe that are leader in the category. The next stock is Mrs. Bector Food from small cap segment that is playing the premiumization trend within the bakery segment. Then another company is Bikaji Food, which is leading the packaged snack category in India. But in this segment, the biggest premiumization theme is in the alcohol division across your whiskey, beer and wine segment. I've recently done 2 videos on Indian alcohol sector explaining the potential in the industry along with key players in each category. The top player in this segment is United Spirit. That is an undisputed leader in Indian whiskey segment with multiple leading brands. Then you have Radico Khaitan that has again cracked the premium whiskey sector of India with many top brands. Then another company in this space is Piccadilly Agro with brand Indri. Next in this category is Sula Wine, which is a leader in Indian wine sector. With growing preference for premium food and wine among elite class as well as women, wine sector in India is looking very promising. Next, you have a change in food preference where young Indians are increasingly preferring to eat out, and within that, branded fast food chains, also known as QSR chains, are gaining a lot of popularity. It includes Devyani International that owns franchisee of brands like KFC, Pizza Hut, Costa Coffee. The next is Jubilant Food that owns the exclusive franchisee of Domino's in India, along with Popeye franchisee, which is a competitor of KFC. Then you have Sapphire Food that owns the franchisee of KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell. Although these QSR chains are facing a lot of competition from growing food delivery market in India. But with growing preference of eating out, these QSR chains have long runway of growth in India. I've already done a detailed analysis on QSR sector of India. Now let us look at the fourth category. Then fourth category is premiumization of two-wheeler, four-wheeler and electronics product. If you look at the auto sector, there's a clear shift in preference for SUV cars in India. As discussed at the beginning of the video, Thar ROXX has witnessed record-breaking bookings. Today, everyone wants a premium car with high safety, cool features and good performance. That's where Mahindra & Mahindra is well positioned with its leadership in SUV category that include Thar, XUV700, Scorpio. Not only that, their tractors are also looking very promising. Even Tata Motor is a great company to play the premiumization trend along with electrification trend in passenger car in India. Then two-wheeler would include Eicher Motor that has a cult following for its Royal Enfield bikes. Actually, this premiumization trend is very strong in two-wheeler where all top players are launching premium bikes including Hero, Bajaj Auto and TVS Motors. The next segment in premium product include the shift from fan to AC. Due to extreme weather condition in India, AC has now become a necessity in every house and office space. So my top pick in this segment would be Voltas, followed with Amber Enterprise that manufacture the AC for many top brands. And finally, I would pick Dixon from consumer electronics segment that include mobile phones, LED TV, washing machine, laptop and so on. Now let us look at the final category. With the growing affluent class in India, there is a need for wealth management. Not only that, there's a structural shift in investment pattern in India where more and more people are realizing the power of equity investment. As a result, in an economy where majority of money was invested into gold, real estate, insurance policy and FD is now shifting towards mutual funds, PMS, AIF and individual stocks. This has created an entire ecosystem of companies that are helping retail investors in their investment journey. First of all, you have listed AMCs, that is asset management companies like HDFC AMC, Nippon AMC, that offers multiple mutual funds across equity and debt segment. Then you have wealth management firms like Nuvama, 361, Anand Rathi, Motilal Oswal that are helping HNI and Ultra HNI in their investment journey. I've already done a detailed video on wealth management sector of India. This ecosystem also includes demat companies like CDSL that stores the shares in electronic format. Since CDSL has more than 60% market share in demat sector, it's a direct proxy for growth in Indian stock market. Next, you have mutual funds RTAs that manages all the back-end work of mutual fund companies, including investor details, transaction record, buying, selling, and so on. There are two companies in this space. First is CAMS with more than 65% market share, and second is KFintech. If you're following this channel, you would know that CAMS and CDSL are part of my long-term portfolio that I've discussed multiple times in the past. Apart from this, new age brokerage platforms like Angel One are also strong beneficiary of growing investment in stock market. There's one more category in the premiumization theme that include premium real estate developers like your DLF, Godrej Properties, Prestige, Sobha. But the problem is that real estate is extremely cyclical and there's already a sharp rally in the real estate sector over the last few years. So it gets very risky. Hence, I'm not considering premium real estate developers in the premiumization trend. So in this video, we covered the premiumization trend in India. With rising income and spending power coupled with the world's largest population, premiumization is a mega trend in India over the next few decades. That's where companies that cater to premium product and services are bound to do well. We discussed 5 categories within this theme that include travel and tourism, retail sector, premiumization of eating and drinking habit, premiumization of gadgets and car, and wealth management sector. And we discussed top players within each category. Now obviously it's a long list and it gets very difficult to pick, let's say 8-10 stocks out of this theme. So let me know if you want me to discuss my top picks from premiumization trend in India. And also let me know if you want me to discuss any specific business in detail. Also, did I miss any company? Let me know in the comments. If you find this video useful, do share it with your friends. I'll see you next video. Till then, take care.